And welcome back, YouTube. This is Boosterbox Buster here with another video. Today I'm here to share with you my Yu-Gi-Oh! 2-inch tall miniature figure Series 2 collection video. If you want to see Series 1, I did make a video of it, so it should be available on my channel to view, if you want to check that out before you view this one. This is, of course, part of the Mattel lineup of miniature Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. And this particular series features a good mix of Duelist and Duel Monsters that appeared in the anime. Without further introduction, I think we should get on to viewing the collection. The first miniature up is, of course, Yugi, who gets his second figure release in 2 series. This one is a lot different. You can tell that this one is directly from the Duelist Island arc because he has the chip wristband there. Once again, very well done, but he still has the blue shoes and the blue pants, so I don't know if that was an oversight, or if does Yugi have blue shoes in the anime and I'm just completely forgetting that fact? But yeah, so we still got the blue shoes, the blue pants, the blue denim jacket there. Yugi's all decked out in blue there. Sorry, just trying to get lighting just right for you. Let's take a close-up look. Sorry for the sticker residue there. It's really not going to come off without potentially damaging the plastic. Yeah, you got a nice close-up of Yugi, of course, with his crazy hair. He has some cards in his hand, a little more correct in size compared to what Joey had from Season 1, if you remember that one. The Millennium Puzzle is cool, his undershirt is cool. Like I said, please jog my memory. Does Yugi have blue shoes? If he does, I'm completely wrong about that. If he doesn't, that is a complete big oversight on their part. But yeah, that is Yugi. Not too exciting, but like I said, I do like that you can either have Yugi from pre-Duelist Kingdom, during Duelist Kingdom, or later, as later sets show. But yeah, that's really cool that you could have a variation if you want him with the Star Chip bracelet or not. That is Yugi, Series 2. Alright, so up next, we're going to go with another Duelist, and one of the very few female characters ever released in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mattel miniature lineup. We're going to go with my Valentine. Oh, and I do have to mention, I keep on forgetting about this. Series 2 does have the correct holo-tiles with the correct miniature. Series 1, for whatever reason, was the only one that had it completely mixed up, where you would not get the paired miniature and holo-tile. I forgot to mention that. So of course we got my Valentine here, with her purple boots, her purple shorts, her purple coat, and of course her low-cut blouse, which was redacted in the anime, unfortunately. Really, the hair leaves something to be desired, but I don't expect hair to... they may have a hard time doing hair in actual sculpted anime figures, like really good, high-quality ones, so in the miniature figures I don't expect hair to be anything good. Of course, she has the Duelist Kingdom chip wrist band there. Some cards she is holding. And that is my Valentine. Very cool miniature. One of the rare female figures released in this entire series. Alright, so next up, we're going to get a little bit rude here as we introduce the rude Kaiser. I gotta say, this particular miniature is really cool. I love the arm blades that he is wearing there. That is really awesome. The very long lizard-like neck is cool. The little blue ponytail there, that's a nice little touch. They actually did a really good job with this particular monster. It's more humanoid. Usually the more humanoid stuff isn't that great in this lineup, but I gotta say they did a really good job with this one. It's even in a pretty cool position. Like he's not completely standing up straight, but he's not like crouched or sitting down. This is a really nice, like, getting ready to kind of like a lunge attack position, and I like that quite a bit. I gotta say, this is one of the better ones in Series 2, in my opinion. That is the Rude Kaiser. Oh, before I forget, please let me know in the comments down below what your favorite miniature is from this particular series. I'll let you know mine at the end, but I just want to know yours in the comment down below. So up next, we have the villain of Duelist Kingdom arc, and that is Pegasus. Now this is his much more formal, kind of like leader of the island. It was more casual wear, kind of like when he's addressing everybody that arrives at the island. I gotta say, it's not bad. It kind of gets lost down at the pants here. It looks like he's wearing, his legs aren't separated. It looks like he's wearing like one giant, like, dress almost. That's very, very tight. As opposed to red pants. I gotta say, they did a really good job with the torsoing up of this figure, though. The top suit, red suit on the outfit there is really well done. And I love the inside part there that has a little blue piece. That's really nice. Him holding the Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is a little more to scale. That's pretty cool. And of course, it's very hard to see in this particular figure, but he does have a little bit of the Millennium Eye. Wait, is that in the wrong eye? No, okay, it's in the right eye. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, but yeah, he does have the Millennial Eye right there. Very, very minimal. You have to look at it very closely to see it, especially in the plastic. The torso down, not so great. Like I said, it just looks like he's wearing one long dress. The torso up, pretty good on this figure. That is Maximus Pegasus. I much prefer Series 1 compared to Series 2, but that's just my personal opinion. Alright, so that is Maximilian Pegasus. Up next, we're going to go with one of the most iconic monsters, right up there with Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, because we got Red Eyes Black Dragon. Now, I'm not going to lie, the straight-on look on this looks like his jaws are ready to snap in half with how wide it's open. But you do get a sense of just how big of a threat this monster is. And how it could literally chop anything in half that comes in its way. That has less attack or defense points, of course. But one of Joey's most classic monsters. Probably his most iconic monster in the entire anime series. And an iconic staple that holds a lot of, what's the right word? Nostalgia in people's hearts. Just because they absolutely love Joey, and the red eyes is the symbol of Joey. I'm not gonna lie, the figure itself, though, is kind of meh. I mean, it's not bad. I love the You know, the solid dark of it. The teeth look really well. I just wish the mouth wasn't so wide. I wish it was a little bit drawn in on the mouth, because, I mean, with that, and with how skinny they made the mouth, it just looks a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Like I said, maybe shorten the mouth a little bit, or widen it up, and not make it so wide. That would be my suggestion to improve upon this particular figure. The Red Eyes Black Dragon. Alright. So, we can't talk about well, we can, but to pair with the Red Eyes Black Dragon, we have a Yu-Gi-Oh card that is a dragon as well. No, not Slifer. Think earlier, think Duelist Kingdom, think breaking the rules. We have Curse of Dragon! Now, this one is not quite well as known as, let's say, Red Eyes, but it's still a very nostalgic card to a lot of people. Very nostalgic monster. And I'm not gonna lie, it isn't... It's not the best job, but it's definitely not the worst job. I'd say it falls in the middle in terms of where I would rank it on the figure list of, you know, best to worst. I do like how it shows the entirety of the dragon. It kind of serpentines around like that, with the snake-likeness of it. The small wings, I wish they were a little bit bigger. I do love the little red dots running all the way around it, and even on the back of the tail there. I don't know if it's going to show up on that. Right there, yeah. That's pretty cool. The mouth is not bad. It's more proportional than what the Red Eyes is over there. And it from this angle, you know, it almost looks like a stretched humanoid skeleton, almost like an alien skeleton, and I like that quite a bit. So that is the Curse of Dragon miniature. Up next, to pair with the Curse of Dragon, we have Gaia the Dragon Champion. Of course, when you combine the two, you get... You get Gaia the Dragon Champion. When you combine the two, this is Gaia the Fierce Knight. My apologies on that. And I gotta say, this is one of the rare ones where they actually add some texture to the base. You actually see like this little gray patch that Gaia and his steed are running on there. That's kind of cool. You don't get that a lot. Usually it's just a very flat black base like this, or no base at all in the terms of Red Eyes Black Dragon. So that's kind of one of the unique features of this figure, and I gotta say, this one is very colorful compared to some of the other ones. I mean, you got purple, red, blue, gray, yellow, white. You got quite the spectrum compared to some of the other figures out there as well. But that's not so much the figure maker's part. That's actually just Yu-Gi-Oh's part for having a lot of very monochrome type monsters, or monocolor. I gotta say, this one, I like it quite a bit because it really sticks out. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how well it would balance if you were to take it out, because it does look like it tip over pretty easy. But I do like it. Of course, you can't really see Gaia's face, but I don't think you could really see Gaia's face too much in the card either, so that's an easy detail to not get too worried over about. The horse's eyes I wish were a little more prominent. You don't really see them too well, and obviously the horse has to see in order to charge at its opponents. The dual lances, that's really cool. A nice little touch there. Yeah, that's Gaia the Dragon Champion. Gaia the Fierce Knight. Not Dragon Champion. They did not make a Dragon Champion figure. Sorry, spoilers. Until HeroClix made him not too long ago. Gaia the Fierce Knight. quite a nice figure indeed. Alright, so I'm going to pull these away. We got a few figures left to go. And now, we are going to go with another iconic monster, Kuribo. Now, you may notice that this one says 8 out of 10. Do not fret, this is not a bootleg. This is, I believe, a European release. Most of the European releases have this, like a set number right on the front here, and big bold letters right on the side. I do gotta say, Kuribo, it's not a very hard miniature to build because it is mostly just a furry fluff ball. And it doesn't look bad. It's not a bad miniature in my opinion. You got the really nice fluffiness of it, you got the super cute eyes, and you got the hands and feet. It's kind of like Cousin It, the card, you know, Cousin It from the Addams Family. And I gotta say, it's a pretty nice miniature. Not the best, definitely not the best, but it's definitely much worse out there than this. So that is Kuribo. I'm gonna move him over. Okay, there we go. And now we got a classic Joey Wheeler card right here, monster. We got Time Wizard. Now I gotta say, this is a pretty well done miniature. This is probably one of my favorite ones from set 2, if I am to be honest. Maybe my favorite. You have the nice little jester style boots with the little tuffles on them, the little, what do you call them? The little yellow things, I'm not quite sure what they're called. You have the big oversized Mickey Mouse style gloves. Of course his little roulette in the middle there. The little hands to represent time. The nice little hat, and of course the little purple cloak he is wearing there. And his staff, roulette, which will either destroy all your monsters or destroy all your opponent's monsters. So yeah, this is a really well done miniature, possibly my favorite from the entirety of Series 2. And last but certainly not least, we have another Joey Wheeler classic. Series 2 really focused on Joey Wheeler. You had a lot of classic Joey Wheeler monsters here. You have the Flame Swordsman. Now this looks more like he's ready to go in a defensive pose because it looks like he's taken a knee and putting the sword across him, so it looks like he's going into defensive mode. Definitely not a bad miniature, but definitely not a great miniature. He has really thick boots. He has his red, like, cape that he's wearing. The armor is pretty well done. Very bulky. This is just a bulky miniature compared to some of the other ones. Very bulky, beefy monster, in my opinion. Not my favorite, but once again, not the worst either. I wish that the sword had some sort of flaming effect instead of just being orange. That would have been a really nice touch. But, you know, limitations and probably cost production probably prevented that from happening. Alright, so I got 2 more products to show you here, and they are both triple packs or 3 packs. First up, we have the Yugioh Centered 3-pack, where you have Yu-Gi-Oh! From Season 2, Curse the Dragon from Season 2 and Gaia the Fierce Knight from Season 2, but in a really cool metallic format. Now, in my opinion, I personally always prefer the full color over the metallic, but I gotta say, this one does look pretty sharp in metallic form. Nope. And once again, if you're looking to buy them, at the time, I believe it was cheaper to purchase the 3-pack than it would be to purchase 3 individual ones. But, you would also, because I think that the mini ones ran $3.99 and these ran $9.99, so it would be cheaper, but at the same time, you get a metallic one versus a full color one, and of course, most people prefer the full color one. Yeah, that is Yugi, Curse the Dragon, and Gaia the Fierce Knight. So he can fusion summon them to make Gaia the Dragon Champion. I really wish that would have been Gaia the Dragon Champion, Curse the Dragon, Gaia the Fierce Knight. That would have been a perfect combo set there, in my opinion. And then, our second 3-pack features Joey Wheeler, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and a metallic, or chrome, or silver, Flame Swordsman. Now I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this Joey Wheeler, and I'm not a huge... Honestly, this one I'm not a huge fan of altogether. This Joey Wheeler, that giant card he's holding, I still refuse to believe it's a card, because no Yu-Gi-Oh card is that large. Unless they do, you know, an oversized printing, in which, in that case, it's too small. So yeah, it's just way too large of a card there. So it has to be some sort of, like, food he's eating. The Black Dragon's okay. Like I said, not the best, but not the worst. And the Flame Swordsman, he's just chunky. He's a very thick miniature. I still like having it for the Metallic Flame Swordsman, but I would... And honestly, I think the Metallic Flame Swordsman is just as good, if not better, than the Color Flame Swordsman, in my opinion. So that is the 3-pack Joey, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and Flame Swordsman. Now I'm going to tell you what my favorite miniature is and what I think will be the most valuable miniature in the future for collectors. So, while I'm looking at them all here, okay, so, favorite miniature would have to be either Time Wizard or the Rude Kaiser. I think both of these are really well done miniatures, and they are definitely the best of the best, in my opinion, as far out of this particular set. Just really well done, and just really cool looking. Now, in my opinion, the one that I think is going to be the rarest, or the one that's going to be worth the most, and it's just because they really didn't make many female characters, and my Valentine is a very popular duelist. I think my Valentine is going to be the most desirable out of this particular set. Now, that's just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong. This could be the cheapest one in the set in the future, but I believe my Valentine is going to be the most desirable miniature in this set, just because they did not make many woman characters, and they did not make any because they never made a Tay. They never made a lot of the female, or sorry, a lot of the woman cards. Like, they never made a Change of Heart or anything like that, and they also never made Well, they did actually make a harpy, but it was much later, which I don't understand why. But I do believe that my Valentine will be the most desirable miniature in the future. Just because she's a very popular character and they never made any others in this particular lineup. And like I said, it's just my opinion that the Duelists are going to be a little bit harder to find in the future because a lot of people buy up the monsters. The Duelists didn't sell that well, so those probably just got thrown out at the end of the day and when they were obsolete in inventory. So that's my opinion and my thoughts on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection video. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think, if you would like me to continue this series or if you think it's a waste of time. And also, let me know what your favorite miniature is from Series 2. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you want to see future content like this, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. And I will see you next time. This was Booster Box Buster, and I'm signing out. Peace.